Good morning, Oxford Patriots. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. Put your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Hello Patriots, and welcome to another week of OATV. I'm Yang.
And I'm Brandon. Welcome back to OATV, and we hope you had a great weekend. Let's roll it over to Chris for the news update.
To begin, it seems that Bitcoin's energy use is beginning to overcome some of the country's usage. According to Forbes, Bitcoin's total energy consumption is about 130 terawatt hours, while the UK's electricity consumption is a little over 300 terawatt hours a year. Moving on, United Airlines will pay more than $49 million to avoid criminal prosecution and settle civil charges of defrauding the U.S. Postal Service in the delivery of international mail. The Justice Department said Friday that former employees of United's cargo division falsified parcel delivery information between 2012 and 2015. In other news, FDA's expert panel has voted in favor of the Johnson & Johnson shot, which will be the third shot made available to the United States since the surge of coronavirus cases began. The vaccine had an overall efficacy rate of 72% in the United States and is 86% efficacy against severe forms of COVID-19 in the United States. That's all for the OA News Update. Thank you for listening.
First off, OAPTSA's Maker Faire deadline is coming up. Here's a video with more details.
On February 13, 2020, Oxford Academy Model United Nations attended the virtual GRIF MUN conference. There, Oxford Academy delegates were able to win awards for their public speaking and cooperation in committees, competing and collaborating with other national delegates to resolve international issues.
At the virtual Los Alamitos GRIFMUN conference, OA Model United Nations tackled global conflicts like organ trafficking and religious persecution representing the country of Madagascar, as well as fictional conflicts in the Harry Potter universe. Competing in several committees, delegates were able to win awards for their performance, using public speaking and research skills to aid conflict resolution and understand present-day international issues. OA MUN has upcoming conferences where you can win awards. At Edison MUN on March 13th and at GAR MUN, which is focused on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, on March 20th. Visit our meetings on Mondays from 11:50 to 12:15, our subpage on the club's website, or at OAMUN on Instagram to sign up.
If you're interested in global politics and public speaking and winning awards in future conferences, make sure to join Model United Nations.
Attention sophomores! SCC is hosting our third quarter bonding event where we will be playing Jeopardy! The event will be held March 12th at 3 p.m. Please RSVP by March 11th. Hope to see you there.
Hey sophomores.
Come to our fun film
Bonding.
event.
Will be
Playing.
Jeopardy! Taking place on March 12th at 3 p.m. after school. Hurry to RSVP. Perform close on March 11th. Come and join us for some virtual fun.
Speaking of fun school events, FCC and SCC, as well as JCC and SRCC, are hosting joint virtual lunches this Friday. Come join for jigsaw puzzles, Scribblio, Jackbox, Codenames, and more.
Our yearbook staff, OA Spiritus, is holding a raffle for a free yearbook. To enter, purchase a yearbook on the Oxford Academy web store by March 19th.
Next up, here's a video on our upcoming hair donation drive.
Have you been growing out your hair during quarantine? Our hair donation drive is happening from March 8th to March 18th. This is the perfect chance for you to donate your hair. What is the hair donation drive? Oxford ASB is hosting our annual hair donation drive in order to support children and teens who are dealing with medically related hair loss. So how can you donate your hair? With 2 simple steps, you can easily donate your hair. Make sure to fill out our sign-up form to confirm your participation at tinyurl.com/OAHairDonation. Participate to help support your community. Calling everyone with long hair to donate. Oxford students, friends, and family can all participate.
Now we have our weekly OA compliments.
This is from Anonymous to Miss Choi. You don't understand how much joy I get from your class. My whole day is so much better just knowing I have you that day for synchronous. You make me feel so safe while also putting me in such a positive growing and learning environment. I really hope you know you are really that much of a great teacher. If you ever feel down or want to give up, just know your students are your cheerleaders and appreciate you so much.
Our next compliment is from Miko Barreto to Belle. You're looking incredibly handsome during practice on Monday.
And that's it. Make sure to submit your compliments to get them featured in our next broadcast.
You know, though we are still unable to attend campus in person, what if there was a way to still be there, but from the comfort of your home? What if it was in the form of an online video game with your favorite teachers and new looks at our campus?
Well, check out this ad for a one-of-a-kind Oxford experience you don't want to miss out on.
Now, for the moment you have all been waiting for. The new 2021 to 2022 ASB Executive Board. Drumroll please.
For President, we have Catherine Lee. For Vice President, we have Lydia Lee. For Secretary, we have T. Vuong. And for Treasurer, we have Natalie Kim.
Alright, and now for our secondary election results.
For Senior Class President, we have Caitlin Nguyen. For Senior Class Vice President, we have Joshua Chang. For Junior Class President, we have Vincent Liu. For Junior Class Vice President, we have Sasujith Kakureni. For Sophomore Class President, we have Natalie Zambrano. Sophomore Class Vice President, we have Kaylee Nguyen. For Freshman Class President, we have Brian Pham. And for Freshman Class Vice President, we have Leia Lee. You know, I've been thinking about something. Tyler Mitchell shows up in almost all of our OATV broadcasts, records a segment every week, and never fails to entertain us. He's like the hardest worker in OATV, and he's not even part of the OATV crew.
You're right. Let's take a moment to thank Tyler Mitchell for all the content he gives us every week. Thank you, Tyler.
Yes, thank you, Tyler. And with that said, here is Talk Time with Tyler Mitchell.
Thanks, OATV. Hello, Oxford Academy, and welcome back to another episode of Talk Time with Tyler Mitchell. I'm Tyler Mitchell, and it's time to talk. First on the agenda, birthday, so join me in wishing Miss Minor a happy birthday. Congrats, Miss Minor, you're the only birthday this week. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Miss Minor. Happy birthday to you. Woo! So, Patriots, if you see these Patriots in the hallways, the virtual hallways, that is, why not wish them a happy birthday? And now, it's time for Challenge of the Week. So, last week I asked all Patriots to submit a photo of their favorite backpack or coolest print backpack. And let's just say everybody was afraid to challenge my backpack. So by default, my winner for this week's or last week's challenge, my big star backpack. It's so starry and stuff, you know what I mean? Anyways, congratulations to me. Tyler won, House 0. So anyways, it's time for this week's challenge. So this week, I was thinking like, oh man, everybody's been so stressed, you know, it's March, ASB appointed interviews, last week was elected positions, you know, congratulations to the winner. But anyways, I was like, you know, hey, let's have some fun, let's calm down a little bit. And what other way to have fun than with a board game? So I want to see your favorite board game, and this one won't really be like a competition, just send in a picture of your favorite board game. For me, it's this game, I don't know if anybody knows it, it's called Break the Ice. Let me try and get it in the frame there. Yeah, right there. Break the Ice. Oh man, I used to play this game all the time with my family. Basically, you have to like try and free this little ice guy. He's like stuck and you have hammers. It's so fun. I remember I had some of my favorite memories with my sister. A lot of fights. Anyways, traditional entry routes, you know, TylerDillonMitchell@gmail.com, Tyler Dillon Mitchell on Instagram, and 1037855 at student.auhsd.us. All submissions are welcome, and please send in a photo of your childhood board game. Well, that's all for today, Patriots. Signing off, I'm Tyler Mitchell, and I'll catch you on the flip side.
Hey, have you checked out the online OA library yet?
No, not yet. What books do they have?
Great question. Here's a segment from our fellow Patriots on what books they recommend from the library.
The Hate You Give is a novel by Angie Thomas that explores a black girl named Star that code switches between her poor black but tight-knit neighborhood and a white rich yet superficial school. After witnessing the murder of her best friends, Star struggles to keep her two worlds apart as she questions whether the repercussions of speaking up are worth risking her own reputation. I really enjoy this book because it depicts the power of a person's voice even despite their age and background.
We Were Liars is about the wealthy Sinclair family who seem perfect on the outside but are actually secretive and problematic on the inside. The main character, Cadence Sinclair, has suffered an accident during one of the summers on the island, leaving her with amnesia and confusion. The story follows Cadence as she tries to remember the truth about her accident. This is definitely the read for you if you're looking for a mystery about young love and a messy, wealthy family.
Now, let's see what our athletes have been up to in this week's edition of OA Sportscast.
What is up, Patriots? My name is Joseph Reyes. I'm here to welcome you to another episode of OA Sportscast. This week, we have an interview with varsity tennis player Jason Kim. So let's get right into it.
I don't know, I was in 9th grade, and we had a match with Catella. And this wasn't like a league match or anything, but I guess it was just for fun. So, and I was an alternate at the time, and Mr. Ching decided to throw me in for like a singles 1 match or 1 or 2 match. So I was basically playing against the best player on the other team. And I've never played singles at the time, like before, you know, as someone on the team, like against another team. So I didn't really know what I was doing. But we ended up playing, and then I don't know, like I just felt like I had the advantage. It's like, you know that feeling when you're arm wrestling and like you feel like you're gonna win, but like you're stuck in the middle. It was that feeling. So we ended up playing, and then but like every point was like deuce or like deuce plus 1 or like add or add in. Like it wasn't like each game was like really close. So that made like the game like drag out for a really long time. And then I don't even remember what time it was, but it was definitely after 7. It was when, like, you know, the hour forward or hour back, I don't know which one it is, but like it got really dark, so we couldn't even see the ball.
Thank you, Jason, and thank you, Cameron Chung, for editing the video. Next up, I have a few announcements and reminders to make. Earlier this week, an email was sent out saying that the majority of sports will be playing in the month of March. So if you are planning on competing, the details are in that email. We're also running a Valorant tournament, so if you're interested in participating in that event, make sure to get your signups in by March 4th. Lastly, we're going to have a staff versus senior Jeopardy competition. So seniors, make sure to sign up for that so we can beat the staff. That's all we have for this week, Patriots. Thanks for watching.
Looks like that's all we have for this week's broadcast. Be safe out there, Patriots. Signing off, I'm Yang.
And I'm Brandon. Have a great week, everyone.